Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. Off we go from Southern California. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
What's up? Crazy.
First play, and May goes to the air. This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Williams there. It'll lead to a 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. Working free downfield, it is Williams. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown, New England.
Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. 2nd play of the game, big touchdown. They strike first.
The extra point, up and good. And the Patriots are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup. Is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Y'all can't talk about basic. We might more Power Ranger. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous. Don't talk the matrix.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go. Cougar 19. 19 Tiger. Ready.
Now, this looks like a design run. Oh, yeah. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That's the way to get started. It'll pick up the 17 and a very quick 1st down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
18 Cardinal.
Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
Ready. Ready.
Here's Hampton. And he managed to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. And it's second down.
4-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
60 by
2nd and 7.
Dragon 60. 60 Bobcats. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. He'll get it inside the 20. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. It's a big one for the Chargers. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line.
Ready, ready.
To the right, that's Pitts. And he's in. Kyle Pitts, touchdown Chargers.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come out with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
Not enough. You solid, but not enough.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. May's throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And that will lead to a second down. Working out of the gun. It's May. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
And I think this is going to be a matchup they exploit the rest of the game. They go to it here early to test it. And I think with those results, it's something they should continue to come back to, because I'm not sure the defense has a matchup for that running back.
First and 10 now from the 36. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
34-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. This one is brought in by Jarrett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's his first grab in this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
Angel.
Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
We're good.
May gonna look to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
May to throw on second down. That'll be intercepted. And the Chargers to the takeover at their own 13-yard line.
The Chargers take over first down.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
Let's go now. 70 line.
And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
He's taken down.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest gain.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Ready? Buffalo 80. Hey, Buffalo 18 cards. Buffalo 18.
Out of the gun. It's Milrow. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
Cowboy 80. Cowboy 80. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready?
Run between the tackles for Hampton. Inside the 35. And he will score. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
As the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's May. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. What a big play there for New England. 36 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. To throw is May. Exiting the pocket right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
2nd and 10. Throwing now is May. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. The receiver couldn't hang with it, and it brings up the 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Here's May again. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game. Like, it just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Pats are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
To return is Tucker. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
19-yard line.
Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
On 1st down, it's Milrow. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. Now inside the 25. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 80 yards. Touchdown, Chargers. Point after now from Dicker. He knocks it through. And the Chargers are out to a 21-10 lead.
Patriots 10.
Yeah. Really with you. I should probably sign a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that drink, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rapping, pay your bills.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To throw now. May. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's May. The 2nd down throw is incomplete. Josh Jacobs was the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And the defense can't close the stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
New England.
1 quarter in the books in this AFC divisional playoff. The Chargers out to the early lead. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. May to the air once more. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Let me tell you, after the game, he should have come up with that one. He doesn't. And now 3rd down comes up.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. They look middle, and he's got his man complete. 12 yards on that hookup. 1st down, New England.
1st down, Patriots.
Throw again is May. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's close to another 1st down. It's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's 2nd and inches at the Chargers' 27-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the playoff on 3rd and short. So, instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and 6. Williams in motion. From the gun. On 3rd down, it's May. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? They'll go. Here's May. Quickly to the outside and complete.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Here's a screen taken in by Jacob. This one will be sniffed out, thrown up in the backfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
On 2nd down, it's May. Quick throw here is complete. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
and goal.
How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down. Out of the gun, here's May. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Touchdown, New England.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
So now May and the Patriots going to line up and go for 2. He's going to try to do it himself. And he cannot get in. The try for 2 comes up empty, so unable to get within a field goal. The difference remains 6-5. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Bronco 80. Ready?
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
And we all like to see tick on. So bring yourself over here, girl. And let me see you get low. If you want this dude, now take it to the floor. If you want to act.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Milrow. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Ready, break. Here we go, shot. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Cougar 19. Go.
On the give, here's Hampton. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
Chargers.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 19 Lions. 7 Pirates. Cup 19.
From the gun, it's Milrow. That's caught left side by Pic6. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. It's a big one for the Chargers. 32 yards.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
19 Charger. Panthers 60, Panther 60. Check smash, check smash. 79 Broncos. Trap 60, trap 60. Trap alert, trap alert.
Throwing now, Milrow on first down. And that is Hunt in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, L.A. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. To throw on first down is May. Escaping to his left. Off he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, he can see clearly.
And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves tripping.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials indicating, let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And he's going to have the first down. They're also in field goal range at the 28-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That one, taken in. Touchdown, Patriots. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Seven Pirates. Panther 60. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Panther Buffalo 18.
On 1st and 10, it's Milrow. He fires downfield for Pitts. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
For this entire first half, the secondary's really been on the ropes. I mean, they've already given up 3 touchdown passes, Mike. So if I'm this offensive coordinator, I'm saying until you prove to me that you can defend the deep ball, I'm going to continue to test the deepest layers of your coverage. This time it falls incomplete, but don't expect that to be the last time they go after it.
Trap 60, trap 60. 70 Lions.
On 2nd down, Milrow. He's going to try it here again. And that is caught. Well, he stayed in bounds. A terrific catch. A big play at a critical juncture in this game. 56 yards. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal.
19, 18, 19, Chargers, Warriors, 17, 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks, 19 tight, 19 tight. Go!
Out of the gun, it's Milrow. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Touchdown, Chargers. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
This kid is good.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. Might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. It's 1st and 10. To throw is May. This one is brought in by Jarrett. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Here's May to throw it on 1st down. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. These 2 teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here, the 3rd quarter underway. will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
The tackle by Cam Taylor-Britt. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
18. Here we go. Buffalo 18. 7. Ready.
Now Milrow. Downfield, that's Johnston. He's got it. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to stop this inside the 25.
44 yards.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing is Milrow. That is caught. What a throw. To Johnston. Touchdown, Los Angeles. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball.
Patriots 23.
Touchdown. Here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here we go on the return from the 1. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Throwing on 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. What to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
It's 2nd down.
And now he's not spiking it. It's a fake. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
3rd down and 9. To throw now. May down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
On 4th down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. From the 35, here's second down and 7.
Second and 7.
Play action, it's Milrow. That one knocked away. And it's incomplete. Glad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it's going to be third down.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
What can they do here on third down and 7?
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hurt. 79 Broncos. Buffalo 18. Ready?
Milrow. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. And they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Ready?
They'll run out of the gun with Hampton. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. First and 10.
15 more yards. That's another
19
Chargers first down.
On play action, Milrow. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incomplete.
Second and 10 at the 20.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with first and goal.
That's another Chargers first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
On the jump. Panther 11, Panther 11, Panther 60,
Here's Milrow to throw. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, L.A. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses them back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Makes the score. Chargers 49. Patriots 23. Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Great coverage there by the kick team. He's down inside the 10-yard line.
Their own 8-yard line.
Maynard on 1st and 10.
It doesn't get much closer than that, Mike. I thought with that last sack, they caught him in the end zone for a safety. I think he was just short of the goal line. But now, think about where this next snap is going to be, and if you're the defense, man, you can smell blood and water.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4. And bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Gun, here's May. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Patriots ready for the punt, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. That's taken in at the 50. And it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position.
36-yard line.
And 10 now from the 36.
Cougar Knights, here we go, here we go. Ready?
We'll start out here with an option to the left. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
40-yard line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14.
Tag, Hawk 70, Cowboy 80, 70 Timberwolves. 79 Broncos, 70 Rangers, 70.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. He's got it at about the 8. And he's in. Quentin Justice, touchdown Chargers. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Patriots 23. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's May. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and they lost some yards on the play.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Chargers will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Now, May throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he is out of bounds at the 45. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Patriots first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
To throw on first down is May. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this third quarter. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL Playoffs on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. Throw again is May. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20.
Gain of 12. First down, Patriots.
Here's May again. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play. And that's exactly what they do.
This pass was dialed in right now. They get him again.
Just not a lot of plays on that call sheet for the offensive coordinator for 3rd and a mile. So that's a huge sack there that they took on 2nd down. And barring something dramatic happening here, it might have just killed any chance of extending this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Go win him.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th, but they give the ball over on down. I know 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground, Hampton. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Cowboy 80.
Another run here with Hampton. And a much better result here. Give him 7, and it sets up 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Ready, you ready? 19 tight. 19, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18, Pioneer. Let go.
From the gun, it's Milrow. Now a ball thrown deep for Johnston.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line.
Kick in. Zone. Here goes Srut. Hey, what's up?
Working out of the gun. It's May. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Tight end on the move left. Throwing on second down. May hit as he throws and is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Williams in motion. May to throw again. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
2nd and 10.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He's taken down just shy of midfield. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
May to the air once more. Will be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
Throwing on third down is May. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll go. Here's May. That's incomplete. Gary Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Motion. Ready?
Shotgun snap, and he'll give it to Hampton. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 2nd and 7.
Go! Chop alert!
They'll go again with Hampton. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
At the 41.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. He's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
3rd down and 3.
Cougar 19! Cougar 19! Ready?
We'll try to run for it with Hampton. And he will have the 1st down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
When they continue to lean on him in these short yardage, need to have it situations, tough yards, he's been getting them over and over throughout the course of the game, and he picks up more than enough there on 3rd down.
Ready?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18. Ready?
Give, and here comes Hampton. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Kobe Turner on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. Hampton trying to work inside. With good blocking leading the way. He's got the 1st down inside the 25.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the...
So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. They are moving on. As the number 1 seed, the victory means they lock down another home date next weekend as they look to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from SoFi.